many times individuals tend to push this stuff down, like kind of like shove it in a closet somewhere. You talk about transforming. So transforming, is that kind of like shifting your mindset, reframing? What is transforming? How did you do that? How did you go from always feeling attacked and abandoned or waiting for it to happen? How did you transform this?
Great question. So it took me a while to get to learn this. I've learned everything long and hard way. But what I found is, like, this is going to sound really simple, right? And it is. It's simple, but not always easy. So what I would say is the number one thing that blocks people or stops people from manifesting what they want and who they are, essentially being who you fully are and moving forward and creating an alignment with that, is a feeling that you don't want to feel. So unprocessed emotion creates energetic sort of stagnation. It's like being constipated. So you've got a build up, right? You got to build up a poop in your system, right? It builds up, builds up, builds up. You don't poop it out. It like backs up, right? It creates this sort of constipation and this stagnation and this sort of toxic waste that builds. And the same thing happens energetically. And we can have an energetic backup or energetic constipation. And that comes from unprocessed emotion. So, and I've learned this as a healer many, many years ago, and people came to me with like health, any kind of problem, health problem, business problem, finance problem. The inner game, the inner blocks of that is unprocessed emotion or unprocessed events. And we have these ways to survive by sort of shutting down. We go into like, coping, which is really useful, right? So you can keep going. But at some point, if we don't process, it creates this block, the stagnation, and can make it really hard to move forward and really hard to take action in accordance with what you actually want. Mostly we take action from habit, right? Or we take action from maybe like we have to, maybe it's like kind of that survival place that we take action from. So one of the things that I do over and over again, I teach my clients to do to like unlock the blocks is to go in, right? And I, for example, in this case, I had to go and be with and stay present with this part of myself that felt too powerful and also felt alone in the universe. Now, I didn't know she existed for quite a long time. Like that was in my blind spot. It was in the shadow. I didn't know that was running me for quite a long time, and needed to go and meet that part that felt, I call it the unheld, unloved, unmet aspect, and learn how to go and be with that part, feel the feelings, and then go through this process that I call Rewire to Receive, where basically I had to learn and go like reparent myself, for example. I had to go and meet those parts, love those parts, help those parts to feel like held, heard, honored. I got held, heard, honored, to heal and come home, right? To kind of go to basically rebuild from the inside out. And it took me a long time to figure this out, personally, but now I've got a very simple and clear step-by-step process. But it does take a little bit of time to kind of go through this process. But essentially that's it. We want to go in and use whatever the external pain or problem is. We go in and go, where does that live within me? Where am I, stopping or blocking myself from receiving? What's going in? What's that feeling I don't want to feel? We go in and basically alchemize it, transform it by feeling it, by staying present with it, and then starting to rebuild and rewire from that place, which is a process after that. Does that make sense? Just to check in with you.